Okay, so I'm riding my new exercise bike, and what you see on the screen here, on the iPad I've got laying on the screen, is the street that I grew up on. And coming up on the left, coming up on the right, will be the house I grew up in. That's it, you can't really see it, but there's Ketter's Tavern coming up. Anyhow, I'm riding through the town I grew up in. I'm on my way on a 17-mile bike ride to the store where my dad used to work, called Belscot. I'll be back in just a second. This is the street I used to always walk down to go to grade school. It's called Kentucky Street. And I'm passing my grandma Rocco's house, my grandpa and grandma Dermody's house. And the church at the end of the street is St. Mary's, where I was baptized, where we all went to church for my entire childhood, until I moved away to join the Navy. This view shows the satellite view of the town of Trenton, and I'm now heading up to Highway 50 to head out of town. This is the street that the church is on. If I press hybrid, I can stay in the overhead view. As you can see, I just got onto the highway to head out of town. Heading out on Old Highway 50. That is the car wash on the right. This bike is really, really quiet, which is nice. It's all electric resistance instead of friction pads. This is the Google Earth view on my PC, and the farm on the left was actually on the cover of Time magazine when they did an entire article dedicated to US 50, or Highway 50 as we call it. And I'll show you that at the end. But that's the overhead view, Google Earth view. Then back down on the iPad, I still have the street view. Wonder if I can see that farm on the left. Let's see. A little tough. Anyway, it'll resync itself back to the front view. Google Earth. Street view. Coming up to Lebanon. Here's one of the displays underneath the iPad that I have laying on top. As you can see, I'm powering hard enough to light up a 46-watt light bulb, 51-watt light bulb. And currently the incline or resistance is 8, and that is probably because I'm beginning to climb the big hill entering Lebanon. Now we're up to 9, and I'll let you know how big it gets. Now we're up to 10, so this is kind of cool. And here is the street view, which my family will recognize, of entering Lebanon. Wonder what I'm up to now. We're up to just 10 still. I think this is as high as I have it set to go. So, oh, I must have touched it. And there we go again. Okay, it's been 13.5 miles, and now I am coming up on a McDonald's that we used to go to about 40 plus years ago, and I'm going to stop and I'm going to have something to drink because I'm thirsty. Here's McDonald's. I actually passed it. But I'll go back and have something to drink anyhow. I am nearing the end. There's Belscot on the left. And we'll just go to the street view and see what happens here when I actually hit the 17-mile mark. We're at 16.7. Come on. That can't have stopped, or could it? I guess it thinks I'm done. So it's not updating anymore. I reached my destination. Now to go in and play the racing game, drop some nickels into the baseball machine, buy a goldfish, and maybe help Dad do the furniture inventory. And that's the bike itself, a Proform GX 2.0, and that's my home computer and my jukebox setup. That Time magazine I mentioned from July 1st, July 7th, 1997, that did a whole issue on US 50, and that's that farm outside of Lebanon that I talked about at the beginning. And something that's kind of amazing to me is that here is a picture I took in 1996 before Time magazine published this, and this picture is the exact same Highway 50 road sign. I was there first.